Well, we have got some rain coming our way to the western Wisconsin region. Let's get all the details from our chief meteorologist, Greg Barnhart.
Yeah, if you like a rainy day, rainy night, it's actually good. We're going to finally get it. We haven't seen this in all October, and really we might actually get close to the 3.5 inches we're below average since September by this point next week. So it's a wet period. We definitely need it. We're going to get it here. But the good news is your morning commute won't be impacted. It'll still be warm out there, windy, mainly dry all the way to about noon. It's really in the afternoon and especially the evening when it gets wet, and that could be moderate rainfall at times, continuous moderate rainfall through the evening commute for some, and that could include some thunderstorms also. And the wet conditions continue on Thursday, but more showery, and it depends on where you are. It won't be quite an all-day type rain. Definitely cooler, too, on Thursday as temperatures continuing to lower throughout the whole period. And that's the other big story is our high temperatures. The highest temps we're going to see pretty much are tomorrow morning, and they're continually to fall. So as you wake up tomorrow, we're not seeing much of a shower activity until afternoon. You'll start seeing some pop up just west of La Crosse. Then by the time we get to about 3 p.m., we're starting to see more scattered coverage of the showers, maybe a few thunderstorms farther west. By the time we get to about 4, we're looking at the expanded coverage, and then by the time we get to evening commute, we're going to see a nice line of moderate rainfall, potentially really continuous across a lot of the area with lighter rainfall on the outer edges of it. So where this sets up, it's definitely going to be a very wet evening commute and really going to need the wipers going on for this activity. It'll continue to shift eastward throughout the evening, but slow as it pushes southeast, so this rain will continue. Meanwhile, you'll start seeing the back edge of this start to approach Eau Claire as we get closer to midnight. So the rain amounts as we get closer to midnight past there will probably start to lighten as this whole area begins to shift eastward. So it'll continue to rain probably Wednesday night, but I think we might see a break Wednesday, late Wednesday night into early Thursday where it's more just drizzle or some light rain. Really is because you can kind of see drier air gets pulled up here as the main front begins to shift east. So I think we'll see a little bit of a break here. Precipitation will come back in as everything begins to wrap around this low probably by Thursday morning. More showery in place. And then when we go to the afternoon, notice the blue starting to show up. It's starting to cool off towards the Twin Cities up to Duluth. That'll wrap around and potentially like areas like Rusk County, maybe in the Ladysmith area, maybe even further south towards Eau Claire, might see a little mix of that snow with the rain as we go towards Thursday afternoon and evening and before we actually clear the system out. We shouldn't expect any amounts of snow with this, but definitely it's that time of year where you're going to start seeing it. Temperatures, that's here in your morning. By the time we get to afternoon, we're looking at 60s, 50s, so it continuously falls. Wednesday night, it's going to do the same thing, fall back in. So Thursday morning, you're in the low to mid 60s, low to mid 50s up to the north. By the time we get to Thursday afternoon, we're going to see 30s up to the north potentially, and we're going to see temperatures in the more mid 40s to the south. So that's where you can start seeing a little bit of the mix potential there for some snowfall, especially if you have travel plans further north and west going to Duluth and those areas. That's where the snowfall could actually get a little bit more significant here. But there's your rain amounts. Pretty good amounts of rainfall. And I mentioned the snow word. We're not going to expect to see anything up there, but it'll be up to the north. Otherwise, the 8-day forecast has rain coming back in for the weekend, and that looks to be a wet system, but doesn't look to be as impressive with rain amounts as this current one. But the overall good news is for Friday in high school football, it looks to be dry once again.
The snow word.
No. Well, I think some areas will start to see it. It's not going to accumulate, but it will be something.
All right. Thank you, Greg.